Yo, what's good? Welcome to the One Stop Hip Hop Show, and I'm your host, Daze The Nomad. And on this episode edition of my segment, Where Are They Now?, I'll be talking about old school rappers and what they've been up to. So let's get into it. Do y'all remember FatLip from the alternative hip hop group Pharcyde, based out of Los Angeles, California? He was one of the founding members of the Quartet group, which included Boosie Brown, Amani, and Slim Kid 3. Derek Stewart, aka FatLip, was a lyrical assassin in the early 90s. One of the components of Pharcyde being created was when FatLip met Jay Swift, who produced their first classic album, Bizarre Ride 2, The Pharcyde, released in '92 by Delicious Vinyl Records. This album became certified gold, and it was one of the most influential albums in the 90s. LA Weekly called Pharcyde's first album, Bizarre Ride, The Pharcyde, one of the top 5 LA albums of all time. FatLip had a hell of a journey in the hip-hop community, dealing with his personal life also. He even admitted that he messed around with a transgender, but didn't know at the time. Many rumors circulated that he was broke and made money working as a stand-up clown, entertaining kids. Overall, he's worked as a solo artist and put out an album called The Loneliness Punk in 2005. He also collaborated with 3 beatmakers from France known as the Jazz Liberators in 2008. He appeared on their album called Flandia, in French meaning winter. Even though he had his creative differences with the group Pharcyde, he still is touring to this day with Amani, who also went solo after he left the group. FatLip's solo career had its ups and downs, but his one standout single, What's Up FatLip, was a heartfelt song and caught a lot of people's attention. Lyrically, he's one of the most underrated MCs in hip-hop. So people, before I go, please make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below. Peace.
Welcome to another edition of Talking Old School, presented by me, your boy, DJ Sherlock Omz. On this edition of Talking Old School, the subject of discussion is, for me, without a shadow of a doubt, a top 5, top 10 dead or alive rap artist. An artist with one of the most recognizable, most devastating, dynamic flows in hip-hop history. Who remembers Christopher Rios, aka Big Pun? I can still remember first hearing Big Pun featuring on Fat Joe's second album, Jealous Ones Still Envy, on a track where Pun snatched the moon out of the sky and blew the sun away, was when I knew I was listening to one of hip-hop's all-time greats. It's the combination of one of the most potent, dynamic, and most recognizable flows in hip-hop, combined with the lyrical ability of greats such as Biggie, Big L, and Jay-Z, all contribute to making Big Pun one of hip-hop's all-time greats. Not only could Pun dip his toe in any chamber of hip-hop and outshine the best, he was charismatic and had a wicked sense of humour that most definitely came across in some of his music. I've been a hip-hop fan for over 30 years now. I've seen many come, I've seen many go, and I can honestly say, none quite like Big Pun. For me, a cross between Biggie and the great Kool G Rap. He's the type of artist that comes around once a lifetime. There's a lot of rappers out there who may have had longer, more illustrious careers than Big Pun, but when it comes to the raw components of being a dope rapper, Pun had it all and in abundance. And don't get it twisted, Pun wasn't just a hardcore rapper. His first album, Capital Punishment, went platinum, and he was the first Latino solo artist to go platinum. It was in 1998 Big Pun released his debut album, Capital Punishment, a well-rounded body of work in terms of variety and content, a dope album that ticks many boxes and covers many bases. Hardcore ticked, super lyrical covered, R&B hit ticked, dope collabo covered. Not only did Capital Punishment go platinum with sales going through the roof, the album helped cement Pun's status as one of hip-hop's greats. For a rapper that is rated so highly by so many, Big Pun's career was relatively short, but impact so great. You could say it only took Pun a selection of dope features and one classic debut album to get him recognized as one of hip-hop's all-time greats. Another pointer I'd like to make about Big Pun is that you could listen to one of his tracks today, 25, 30 years later, and technically and lyrically, it's on par or even surpasses 99.9% of the stuff that you hear today. To really understand and get a sample of Pun's brilliance, I suggest you watch the lyric video to either Super Lyrical, Capital Punishment, or You Ain't a Killer, and be prepared to get your mind blown. There's not many out there that could go toe to toe and even outshine the likes of Kool G Rap and Raekwon on the same track, to the point you might even skip them to get to the Pun verse. Then feature with the likes of Donell Jones and Next and make a legendary hip-hop club banger, just showing Pun's extreme versatility. And not only did Pun have one of the most recognizable, devastating flows in hip-hop history, the content was equally immense. Not like some artists who may rap fast, putting words together, but with no real content. Here on the One Stop Hip Hop Show, we get much pleasure from celebrating the legends that have contributed positively to the culture. Celebrating the careers and the lives of legends like Big Pun makes all the hard work we put in well worth it. For me, Big Pun is a genius whose music and verses have served the test of time. He's an artist that could go toe to toe with any of any generation, and at his devastating best is most definitely one of the best rappers of all time. Of all time. Of all time.
Yeah, what's good, people? Welcome to the One Stop Hip Hop Show, and I'm your host, Daze The Nomad. And on this episode's edition of my segment, I'll be covering old school hip hop with all that good stuff. But today, let's get into the world of battle rappers and how old school MCs like Kool G, MC Lyte, and others would set the bar high when it came to battling each other. One of the most highlighted diss songs was The Bridge Is Over by KRS-One and DJ Scott LaRock, dissing Queensbridge rap pioneers MC Shan and Marley Marl, founder of Cold Chillin' Records. The ongoing rap beef would take the Bronx MC KRS-One and his Boogie Down production crew to the next level in his rap career. Now in Queensbridge, DJ Mr. Magic, founder of the Juice Crew, with members like MC Shan, Kool G Rap, and Big Daddy Kane, will become household names in this hip-hop community. So if you ask me, I'll say it was a win-win situation for both parties back then. Another great battle was veteran Kool D and a young LL Cool J. This beef all started because Kool D felt that LL was disrespectful and was biting his style. However, Kool D took the first jab by putting a Kango, one of LL's trademarks, and using it on his How You Like Me Now cover album to diss him. Now LL will respond back with Jack the Ripper, and this beef would go on for a while, but eventually died down. I could talk all day about rap battles in the past, like Roxanne Shante versus the real Roxanne, Biggie and Tupac, or one of my personal favorites, Nas versus Jay-Z. This classic battle between these two rap veterans would let it be known who was the king of New York, since Biggie was no longer living. Some people would say that you woke up a sleeping bear when Nas came out with the Ether track and exposed Jay-Z. I would give credit to Jay-Z for his super ugly diss song, but he just didn't have enough ammunition to overcome Ether, one of the best diss records of all time in my opinion. Overall, the rap beef never escalated to anyone getting killed over it. There was one exception when it could have gotten out of hand with KRS-One and PM Dawn, but it never did. Back then, artists would recite or freestyle off the top of the dome for cash and bragging rights in the streets. The winner was the one who received the best audience response. Please like and comment below, but first subscribe to our channel so you can be notified each time a new video is uploaded. Peace.
Yeah, what's good? This is Daze The Nomad. Welcome to Digging in the Crates with my dog DJ Sherlock Omz. On this segment, we'll be taking a 90-second challenge to tell you about his favorite hip-hop albums and hip-hop songs. But he gotta do it in a 90-second time frame. So are y'all ready to go? Let me know.
Live and Let Die by legendary rap duo Kool G Rap and DJ Polo, the third and final album from the duo, released on Culture Records in about 1991-1992. A dope hip-hop album that not only helped elevate the art of storytelling to new levels and new dimensions, it's a dope album that had a massive influence on artists such as Raekwon, Ghostface Killah, Big Pun and Nas. A dope hip-hop album that features classic cuts like Hill Street Blues, which got good rotation on MTV Raps when it first came out, On the Run, and some of my favourite Kool G Rap joints such as Operation CD, Letters and Two to the Head, that features none only the likes of Scarface, Bushwick Bill and Ice Cube. Live and Let Die is a dope hip-hop album that helped cement Kool G Rap as the godfather of New York gangster rap. A dope album that's worth revisiting, and if you don't know about this album, I suggest you get to know. Live and Let Die by Kool G Rap and DJ Polo. Peace.